But anyway, but they burned their cabins, burned their houses, and chased them out of there. So what the Canadian French did, the colons, like they called them, what they did was they came across the United States, and what they were looking for is two things: food and shelter. So they built their cabins. They had to deal with the Indians and things like that, but they kind of get along with that. After a while, I guess the peace pipe might have worked. But if you look to the right-hand side, that is called a cistern. That's where they get their drinking water from and their cooking water from. They had your crab traps sitting on the front of the dock there. And if you look at that little square building off to the back, better known as the outhouse of the cabana, my dad would send my mommy and papi every year in Hesma. And he said, "You're going to learn how I lived," and believe me, that outhouse was not that close to the house. It was in between the duck pond and the crawfish pond. I don't understand why my dad would never eat crawfish. I see a sign out there that says neutral pelt for sale. This was actually brought here in 1925. Oh.
I thought it was a live thing.
If I'd have known, I'd put it on your shoulder. Brought here in 1925 by the McElhaney's. They promised it would not get into Louisiana soil. 1927, a major hurricane came along, and that's how we ended up with the Nutra. But the Nutra, this is a tan fur. Has to be battle brushed, and it is a very, very, very fine fur. It was to supplement the mink, muskrat. What it is that people used to wear fur at one time. Now you wear fur, you're going to be painted pink. So what it is it actually. Just pass it around. What it is now, they had so many it was destroying our land quite a bit. It is a vegetarian. And the thing about it is, another thing is, it's not bad to eat. It is a vegetarian and so on like that. Every year, what we do is we have the critter dinner, and we invite a bunch of northerners over to eat some good old Nutra. When they start eating, I've got a lot of friends that bring some people in. I mean, every year they set them up for that. Then we have a nice thing like that. And when they eat it with a nice gumbo and everything else, they say, "What is that? That's really good." When you tell them what it is, it's a Nutra. The only thing they can see is those long orange teeth and that long skinny tail. You better start running because you may be wearing that on your head. Now, as you look to your right-hand side, that's Bert's place. Bert Reynolds. Bert Reynolds built that place. And him and Julia Roberts came over here. He had 3 movies that he did from there called Pelican Brief, Blackwater, and Tempted. Now, if you say, well, that's kind of some old movies, I understand that. But if y'all look at NCIS New Orleans, that's where they found the dead bodies. In that cabin and in the other cabin. I worked with a lot of them. I worked with the crew and so on like that. In fact, when you get off my boat, what you do is you look to your left-hand side. That little man you see sitting in that pirogue, that's one of the dead men. They lost him, they couldn't find him. I found him underneath the grass, so I put him into my little pirogue. That's the star, one of the stars of NCIS.